Good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday, November 4th, 2025. We've got our scripted part out of the way. Gonna need the coffee to energize us today. I skipped the scripted part in the morning yesterday and then did it at night last night, which sometimes there's a caffeine overload, but we're back. We're going to be recording this script. It's basically the same script we wrote last night. I did edit it just a little bit. So we'll record this. I'll start making the video in CapCut, maybe gathering some of the clippage that we're going to use. And then we're going to get into making this video. This is going to be a long form video. It's not going to be one of our short videos. But that's good. So welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Having a good day so far. We're going to get started here. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to make another run at the Lombardi Trophy. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have a unique connection that only gets better come playoff time. The Chiefs are still the cream of the crop of the AFC. Don't look now, but the Ravens are heating up and could be the Trojan horse of the conference. Is this the year that Lamar takes the next step and wins the big game? The Bills won last week. But Josh Allen winning at home in the regular season means nothing when it comes to beating Mahomes in a playoff death match. Josh Allen is Mr. October. Patrick Mahomes is Mr. February. Drake May looks like a good quarterback, but the Patriots are still not a great team. They lead a long list of paper tigers in the AFC. All right, we'll cut that there. That was a minute. That was pretty good. I was thinking this morning about things that are indestructible. Or, good morning, Clark's Flower Shop. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a good morning so far. So we can think about, ideally sports, but we can broaden the convo, like things that are indestructible, things that are undisruptible. And what that means. we could go a lot of directions for that. But things that are indestructible in sports, I don't know. I'll come up with an answer. But thanks for joining, Clarks. I'm going to be recording these, and then we're going to be making them into a video. I just recorded the first part of it. All right, so we'll record the second part. Thanks for joining, guys. Hope everybody's having a great morning so far. I think it was pretty good, though. I just did one take on the first one. I'll do the second one now. Though it hasn't always been pretty, the Eagles look ready to defend their title. Jalen Hurts is a winner. The most likely matchup come February when Super Bowl 60 kicks off is still a rematch between Philly and KC. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs should lock up the NFC South without much trouble. They even have a shot at a first-round bye. Head coach Todd Bowles has been a Philly killer in the playoffs before. Tampa could be the Trojan horse of the NFC. The NFC is loaded with contenders. The Seahawks and the Rams are for real. Traditional NFC powerhouse San Francisco looks like more of a paper tiger. Former squad. NFL midseason breakdown, tough as nails, or paper tiger. It's all right. Good. I did better on the first one, guys. Trust. But it's okay. I think we're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it. I might record one more version of that. Maybe I'll record a second version of that. Because that wasn't... I think it's fine. That's part of why people like our videos, is they're a little bit uncut. And we're going to keep it that way. I think that's why people are gravitating towards what we're doing here, is because... yeah, we do have Unbroken Spirit. Unbroken Spirit shows up. And that is something that's indestructible. Like, I was thinking about... it was like... you know, Yamamoto on the Dodgers went in to pitch in the World Series, coming at you live. Tuesday, November 4th. But Yamamoto went in to pitch the day after he started a game, and that's something that just doesn't happen these days. These are the days of load management and people sitting out games. And Michael Jordan recently kind of took a shot at the modern players about how availability was very important to him. Being there for every game was important. So, I think we're going to keep it. I think we're going to keep my... okay, yeah, exactly. Just like still going through it. We haven't made a true Olympic sport yet. What Olympics is next year? I do remember that too, Clarks. All right, we'll pull up CapCut here. Tough as nails or paper it's a good script, guys. It's a good script, and like we'll see how we do. I mean we'll see how it ends up looking, because we're gonna edit it a whole bunch. But thanks for writing the script with me. Thanks for giving me all the great language to use. And opinions and takes. I mean, this is a former squad breakdown, not just mine. Which is cool. Very cool. Alright, so we're going to try to... we got to have the... I might clip these up a little bit. Let me get you guys on CapCut. Good morning, Elena. Thanks for joining. Right up. Good morning. Thanks for being here. I already recorded these two. It's basically the same as what we wrote yesterday, but with slight edits. did go ahead and cancel my ChatGPT Plus subscription because I like put the draft in it. We're done with AI. We're all like, we're gonna generate this stuff together, not use AI, because I put the draft in, and I've been like, dancing around it for a while. But like I put the draft in ChatGPT and it spit back out like basically the same stuff but like worse. So I was like, no, just like use my words. Don't just like format it for me. And then it added a line about the Cowboys being contenders. ChatGPT, like when I said don't change my words, just like, just format it and like fix the spelling, and like I didn't even ask you to. I'm like, no. And then it added the Cowboy. It added a line about the Cowboys being contenders. So I was like, at that point, that was the final straw. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. And I was like, you know what? We're done with AI. I might, maybe not for animation purposes down the road, but for language, we're done with it. So that's a good thing. It added a line about the Cowboys being contenders. Well, and it adds like, one, it's not even live. Like they didn't know the Cowboys lost last night. And two, like it just doesn't even do what you tell it to do. So we're done with AI. We'll do this all together. We're going to clip this video together. What do you think would be... Well, let me get you guys on CapCut. All right, we'll just play this. See what we notice. See if we have to re-record anything. I am going to normalize... Let's see. Let's normalize loudness. Reduce noise. Enhance voice. Let's see how it sounds. We're going to do those things, but we won't throw an auto tune or anything on there. I don't have the hat on. I think that's good. I'm just wondering how we should format this. Like maybe we'll see. We'll figure it out. That's why we're here, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for helping me make all these videos. Make all of our content live on stream. Elena, we were talking about things that were indestructible. It's like a little side topic. Things that are indestructible, ideally in sports, but we can go wider too. Clark shared the story of the injured gymnast still competing. I mean, it's part of Jordan's legend. The Jordan flu game. When he was really sick with the flu in the NBA Finals, I believe. It was the NBA Finals. And he, scored 30 plus points and helped the Bulls win the game. So that's why, part of that's what makes him a legend. All right, so we'll start clipping this up somehow. It's still enhancing the voice. And I was thinking we could, we can. It's right now. It's under 2 minutes. Tough as nails. Well, let's get some. The voice sounds good though. Let's get some captions up in there. Let's try to find a good font. Can you guys see the font? All right, we'll give it a shot. I mean, I think it's pretty good. Well, what do you got? Who's indestructible in sports? We got the Yamamoto. I said Yamamoto recently. Philip Rivers played an AFC Championship game on a torn ACL. But is that the same as Shaq? Shaq is in. Yeah, Shaq. That's a good answer, Elena. That's a good answer. Our Trachea Savage video that we made last Friday, still getting views and comments and stuff. So, it is officially our number one. Andy Reid. Clark says great. That's great. That's great. Andy Reid is definitely indestructible. I think we should make like an Andy Reid indestructible short. Or we'll make an Andy Reid short for Andy. I mean, he's a legendary head coach. Shaq and Andy Reid is the two indestructible examples are great. Those are two great examples. Very good, guys. That's awesome. I love that. I love those those takes. My answers were not better than those. Yeah, great answers. I forget what did we. That's what our Shaq short. It said POV when you are unstoppable, which unstoppable, indestructible, are kind of the same thing. They're kind of like the same thing, like cream of the crop, and I don't know. All right. It's just a little hard for me to watch these, but we'll do it. I'm just thinking, one, maybe remove the background. I think that's okay to remove the background. And then are we thinking clips behind me? Or maybe Maybe I go like from filling up the screen in the beginning to like small in the middle while we do the clips. Well, we'll get our guys. I'm not very. I could be more consistent, and consistency is definitely a part of being indestructible. I believe. Djokovic, great answer. Great answer. I gotta start. I gotta start writing these down. I'm gonna start a new. I'm gonna start a new chat to write some of these down, because these are great. And indestructible athletes slash moments in sports. We got. We'll look up that gymnast's name. Gymnast. Shaq. Andy Reid. Andy Reid is such a good one. Djokovic. Serena. Serena is indestructible. Consistency is 100% part of being indestructible. It's probably the biggest part about being indestructible. So for indestructible athletes moments in sports so far, we got Shaq, Andy Reid, Djokovic, and Serena. I mean, Djokovic and Serena are. We have not done a tennis video yet, but we got to. Yeah, I definitely think. Well, that's Elena. If you, that's why I compared it to Michael Jordan. You know, well, Michael Jordan played almost every game. I would call Michael Jordan indestructible. And I think that's a big part of it. Like Kobe Bryant could be described as indestructible, in my opinion, legacy wise, because of all the consistent effort that went in. So yeah, I think consistency is a huge part of being indestructible. What are we thinking for the background here, guys? Let's see what city is going to be hosting. What city is hosting Super Bowl 60? Does anybody know? Santa Clara, California. Okay. I guess they're playing in the 49ers stadium. But I think I'll start with like maybe a background. Santa Clara, Elena already knew. Props on that. I'm thinking we start. I think we start the video with like the background of Santa Clara or the 49ers stadium, and then when I just for like the intro, and then when I start going into all the points that we make, I'll like maybe fade smaller on the screen. There's Mary Lou Retton. Shout out to Mary Lou Retton. We'll put her name on the list. So far, for the indestructible athletes, moments, we even said it in sports. I was going to say we could add locations, but I don't think it makes sense to add locations. I don't know if you would describe a... Although if there is like a home field advantage where somebody is where a team is indestructible, that could work, I think. But I think for this video, we're gonna start with. Love this. We'll start with like a pick of. Maybe I just do the Super Bowl 60 pick. I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. Thanks for joining, guys. Really appreciate all the support. All the great answers in the chat. What other traits go into being indestructible other than just consistency? I mean, I said consistency, but this is former squad NFL mid-season breakdown. Well, guys, there you go. There you go. I talk about the whole consistency. That one of the things that one of the reasons I brought that up. I forget if I mentioned this or not. Our last short that we just released, forgot to put the logo in it. Forgot to put the logo in it. It's all good. It's all good, but I won't forget that in the future. I've forgotten in the past. Determination. I think so too, and I think determination. What's the difference between determination and dedication? Are they like a is determination a combination of the two? I do need that. I do need a checklist. That would be good. A checklist would be good before I post. But in the end, as I said earlier, I think part of part of the reason why people are, and hey, it got 4,000 views on YouTube. I know that's not like a crazy amount of views or anything, but like that's more than average, a lot more than average. And it's a W. It's a big success for us. I'm just referencing the Trey Savage short. So I'm just saying that people seem to like our style, which is maybe it's not like produced the same way that like an ESPN would produce it or a Fox Sports. Maybe it's a little bit uncut, but I think people do end up appreciating hearing genuine opinions and conversations, having genuine conversations. But definitely need an organizational checklist. That'd be a good thing to have. It could help. Could be beneficial. So we got our logo in there. I gotta remove the background here on this second half of it. I should have just done it all in one take. It's okay. Happy Tuesday, guys. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. So we're going to get that. We're going to get a couple images that we got in here. So we'll get this Super Bowl 60. Tough as nails or paper tiger. It's funny. It's good. Oh, wow. That's tough as nails or paper tiger. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. I think it's pretty. Maybe we just did we just post it like? Do I just put the Super Bowl background? Like maybe just pics. Maybe I don't do clips. Maybe I just do pics. Good morning, Dan. Welcome in, dude. Hope you're having a good day so far. We are working on making that into a video, what we did yesterday. Our NFL, former squad NFL midseason breakdown. I think it was pretty good. I basically used the same script that we had last night, but I just edited a little bit. Canceled the ChatGPT Pro. We're gonna do no more AI. Not like I was using AI less and less. That's what in the beginning when I started this project, I was using AI a lot. And hey, maybe I needed to. Maybe it served its purpose to get me where I was now, where I am. But it just doesn't feel like it's ours. Doesn't feel like it's mine. Doesn't feel like it's ours if I use AI to write anything. So I love that we write the scripts together. We're going to keep doing that, and we're not going to use AI in the future. I know Elena agrees with that. It's just funny, Dan. I mentioned earlier that the straw that broke the camel's back with the AI last night for me was I put in our script and I asked AI to edit it, and it added a line about the Cowboys being contenders. And I was like, dude, I just asked you to edit this, not say the Cowboys are contenders. One, it's not even true. So we're done. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. We're also talking about indestructible moments or specifically athletes in sports. So far we got Mary Lou Retton, Shaq, Andy Reid, and then Novak Djokovic and Serena. I'll add Michael Jordan / Kobe. I'll add Michael Jordan and Kobe to that list because I would just find them as indestructible. I'm thinking I don't think about this video too much, that I just have some pictures in the background, put my face out there, and we'll just post today. Instead of spending a whole bunch of time gathering clippage to use for the background, I think we're going to just use some pictures. that looks good to me to start. So something like that. We'll like cut out all these. We'll just clip it together. Cut out all these silent moments. AFC edition. Did I say NFC edition? I better. I hope I did. Though it hasn't always been pretty. I didn't say NFC edition, so maybe we'll have to go back and add that. Cut out all these little moments where my eyes are closed on screen. I think the beginning's pretty good. Tough as nails. I gotta move these captions up. Guess the trade deadline's coming up too. For football. Victor Conte, who was famous for his connections to Balco. I guess he founded Balco, which was connected to Barry Bonds. Victor Conte just passed away. R.I.P. Barry Bonds indestructible. I mean, Barry Bonds was so indestructible that they kicked him out of baseball. He was like 45 years old, had like an OPS above 1,000. Maybe he wasn't 45, he was close to it, somewhere around there. OPS above 1,000, like walked like 20+% of the time, and then just stopped playing baseball. Not like I think he was kicked out of the league, is what I think. Everybody knows my thoughts and takes on that situation. Check out some of my older videos. Which one was that? MLB's Forgotten Heroes. Time to honor those legends while they're still here to see it. Barry Bonds deserves to be in Cooperstown. Not a hot take at all. People were hating on our boy Trey Savage. Somebody called him a flash in the pan. Somebody said, I like the comment. They said Ben Gibson, but they must have meant Bob Gibson or Ben Gibson. Threw harder than this no name or something like that 40, 50, 60 years ago or something like that. You think paid to leave? Ooh. Yeah, damn, dude. Yeah. We'll get yeah. That's why it's interesting, like, the era we're living in now. Like, it seems like everything's a lot more out in the open. You know, like what would happen if Barry Bonds were doing what he was doing today? Like I guess like the thing about Barry Bonds is like he wasn't like he was just like I don't think he never broke the rules. Broke the rules. Like he broke the legal rules. But now yeah, we'll get into all these topics eventually. We'll be making videos on all of them. We already covered a little bit of the Bond stuff. I haven't really gotten into the Jordan stuff. Any other ideas for indestructible athletes in sports? I'm sure like there got to be some hockey guys out there. I mean, that's such a brutal sport. It's hard to be indestructible in. I mean, there's sports where it's harder to be indestructible than others. Hockey might be one of those. Boxing might be one of those. Like, is Floyd Mayweather indestructible? It's interesting. He like it. That's like a controversial take. Is Floyd Mayweather indestructible? I think he is, and it's like at first I was gonna say no, and then I thought about it for a second. It's like I think he is indestructible, whether you like it or not. So I think that might also be a part of it. A part of being indestructible is not caring about the criticism or the noise around you. You know, just consistent keep consistent dedication and ignore the noise. Those are parts of being indestructible. Yeah, he's very hard to hit. Coming at you live. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for being here. We're up to like 312 subscribers, guys. So thank you so much. Shout out all the real ones in the chat. I'm just really happy that we had last Friday we made our #1 viewed Fun Friday short of all time. The Trey Savage one. It's great. 47 likes, 1 dislike. It's amazing. For a Fun Friday short, we spun the wheel on that one. Got more likes than the other 2 surrounding it, which were my ideas. You know, all right, non wheel generated ideas. So, Calvin Johnson. Oh, Cal Ripken. Great answer, dude. Cal Ripken. Cal Ripken has to be on the list for indestructible. Is Calvin Johnson on the list? I would say maybe. I would say maybe, but like I don't know if he had the longevity. Like I feel like that's part of it. Like Calvin Johnson can't be on the list because he like retired in his prime. Well, Elena, that's why it's interesting to consider these legacies, like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Dan, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, with part of being indestructible is almost longevity. It's like, if you, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, but like, it's almost like longevity is part of being indestructible. I don't know, because it's like proof over time. Whereas like Barry, the question is always like, oh, but you retired. And kind of the same thing with Calvin Johnson. Maybe. That's kind of my first take on that. Lou Gehrig. See, the thing about Muhammad Ali, Elena, is Muhammad Ali fought late into his career. You know, he fought late and he fought fights that he shouldn't have fought. And he lost and he got beat up. Yeah. I think Ray Lewis. I think Ray Lewis fits that for sure. For sure. Big, yeah. I mean, talk about longevity and being like, I mean, he was like, he led the Ravens defense. I don't, that's a good question, Elena, is knowing, yeah, I think knowing when to quit, that's a very good question. Is knowing when to quit part of being indestructible? That's a good question. Because, I mean, we're just discussing legacies here. But these guys have their lives to consider, you know? So I'm not hating on anybody. I'm not hating on anybody for, like, this is just for, like, I guess, sports legacy discussion. Like, I'm not going to hate on anybody for the decisions they make if they think that's right for them, you know? So I don't want to sound like I'm hating on people for retiring early. That's a good question. And I don't know how I'm going to grapple with that. That's a good question, Elena. I definitely think Ray Lewis is. And Troy Polamalu, he was kind of like the destructor almost. Exactly. Like these guys, yeah, Luke Kuechly was indestructible. I know. I remember when he retired. It's like, what? Why are you retiring? Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo. Oh, I gotta move this stuff around. Shoot. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad. NFL midseason breakdown, guys. Anybody sleep on any of our takes from last night? Wake up with a different opinion? Wake up like we said something we shouldn't have? I don't know. I was fine with all of it. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Jaromir Jagr, totally indestructible. That's Jaromir Jagr. See, Elena, like some of these guys, it's interesting. Like some of these guys that are mentioning are almost like more the destructor than indestructible. If as crazy as that sounds, I don't know if that makes any sense. But like Lawrence Taylor and like Troy Polamalu, I almost view as more being like the destructors than being indestructible. I don't. Does that make sense? But Jaromir Jagr is 100% on the list. I mean, how do you? Anthony Munoz is indestructible. We'll put him on. Jaromir Jagr. Oh my gosh. We need to do it. Maybe our first NHL short will be a Jaromir Jagr short. Dan, how does that sound, Dan? I mean, what, Dan? Like, I feel like you'd be great at like coming up with a list of like NHL throwbacks to honor. I love the Jaromir Jagr. I mean, the dude played like how long? Is he still playing? He might still be playing. He's probably still playing. Yep. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. I think it's pretty good so far. I mean, hey, it's a little uncut, but that's kind of our style. Plus, I was also seeing something that like even if we release this video as a horizontal long form video, that it still might get shown in the shorts feed. Maybe I should add some impact effects in here. Maybe some type of music. That's what we got to do. We've used this in the past, this sports highlights. Let's see how it sounds. Tough as nail. It's too loud. My bad, guys. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL. I think it fits. Breakdown. AFC edition. Yeah, I'm gonna need him, Dan. We haven't, dude. That's the only. Haven't done a tennis short. Haven't done tennis. Haven't done UFC, but I'm not really super. We're not really super big into the UFC. But we need. I love that he's still playing in Czech. We did do soccer. We did do one soccer short, Dad. Check. We did that was a fun Friday short. The Wheel came up with soccer, and we made one about the Merseyside Derby because that was going on that weekend, Everton versus Liverpool. It was pretty good. It's pretty good, but that was the only one because like the Wheel loves picking soccer for some reason. It loves challenging us. It loves challenging us. So the Wheel loves picking soccer. I have fallen off on my soccer knowledge recently. I guess it's time to start tuning back in. Yeah, like I like our soccer short. And if we do more soccer shorts, it'd be like the one we made. Because like there are a billion, like Cristiano and Lionel Messi, and like, I mean, soccer's the most important. It is the most important sport in the world, and the most popular. So, I don't know if that's why I'm like hesitant to do it, because it's just like it's not. I like making stuff that's real to me and us, like. That's why I like the suggestions. But I don't want to come out off as somebody who's like, go Union. I mean, I think, are. It's just because it's like, like you can tell, like even though this, like, we generated all this, we generated the script together, it's like, I can say our script with like some confidence and belief in my voice. Like, it's just kind of hard for me to do that with soccer. Just because I'm not, it's not like I'm not a fan of it. I appreciate it. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former. And if anybody can think of any clips that we should add, let me know. Like, it doesn't even have to be football related. It can be like, oh, you should like if more meme based ideas or anything you think that would fit in this, let me know. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad. Capitalize former squad. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad. NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Oh, we just go to where's our Pat Mahomes crying gif? Pick. I can go in there. No, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. All right, well, thanks for joining today, guys. So far on our list of indestructible athletes moments, I guess it's hard to have one indestructible moment. A part of being indestructible is it's more than just one moment. So we can just take out that and just go athletes in sports. We have Mary Lou Retton, Shaq, Andy Reid, Djokovic, Serena Williams, Michael Jordan, Kobe, Cal Ripken, Jaromir Jagr. I think it's a pretty good list. I gotta add Lou Gehrig because he had the record before Cal Ripken. And we can keep having those conversations and we can have that as backlog. Vince Carter, I love that. Vince Carter, I mean, talking Vince Carter. I know. He's like still playing. No, he actually he just joined like the NBA on NBC studio broadcast or no, studio analyst show. But yeah, Vince Carter. I mean, he could still be. Some of these guys can still be playing. Jaromir Jagr and Vince Carter are pretty good comps across sports. That's what I think. They comp pretty well. I love that. All-time dunker. Possibly greatest of all time. Maybe just say, I should say straight up greatest of all time. And not victim. No. I mean, you wouldn't. Like I said, that's part of being. It's interesting. It's weird. It's like what makes something indestructible, and that's like part of Vince Carter being indestructible was like all those years he played. He played for like 27 years or whatever. till he's 53. Tom Brady. Tom Brady is maybe number one on the list. I just, it's like how can you make a, as our dude Chief says, the perfect human, but like Tom Brady, indestructible. For inanimate objects, it's about being well made. I hear that, Elena. Being well made. AI, like, do you mean Allen Iverson or artificial intelligence, Dan? Because I would say AI was like. Do you guys mean AI? Like AI? The OG AI? The OG AI. Yeah. The OG AI. Is Iverson indestructible? I would say no. And I have like all the love in the world for Allen Iverson. You say yes, Elena? Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Yeah, maybe he is. I just don't know if he fits the bill. I don't know if he fits the bill like some of the. I'll bring up our list. I'll bring up the list we got going on right now. I don't know if AI fits on this list. And that's not like no disrespect to AI. Like I love AI. Like probably my OG favorite athlete. That's what I'm saying, Dan. I think that what you just said in the chat perfectly encapsulates why it's hard to say if he's indestructible or not. Like, yes, he's like was the toughest pound for pound champion, going up against guys who are like he was the smallest guy on the court and the best player on the court most of the time. And yeah, I do think part of being indestructible is like is maybe leading, maybe being a leader. Is that true? Does that fit with a lot of these people? I mean, honestly, if Vince Carter's on the list, AI's on the list. That's the thing, though. If I'm putting Vince Carter on the list, I can't keep AI off the list. So that's another dilemma I'm in. I think you can either have both of them or none of them. Is AI, artificial intelligence, indestructible? I would say no. I would say no. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Let's see what it looks like if we Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to make another run at the Lombardi Trophy. I think I want my head to get at least a little bit smaller. I don't want, like Dan brought up the fact that I like, now this is a different format and we haven't made a video in this format in a while. Dan brought up the fact Patrick Waugh. Yeah. Big time. Big time. I'm taking Vince Carter off the list. I can't have him on the list and not put AI on the list. So we're taking Vince Carter off, but putting Patrick Waugh on. Like, it's interesting. Like, it's almost like, I think, Elena, there is something to knowing when to quit. What about Martin Brodeur, Dan? I'm not trying to trigger you as you're up in Jersey, northern New Jersey. But what about Martin Brodeur? But no, Elena, I do think there's something about knowing when to quit. not trying to trigger. I mean, you say Patrick Waugh. I mean, obviously, it took me a second, but I was like, what about Martin Brodeur? Yeah, I do think there's something about knowing when to quit. And I was just thinking about, like, Bill Belichick. You know, it's like, is Bill Belichick indestructible? Like, you could almost argue Andy Reid, like, looks more indestructible than Bill Belichick based on how the twilights of their careers are playing out. Like, you got Andy Reid, still considered the best coach in football by most people. And I don't think that's not crazy bold. You got Andy Reid, and then you got Bill Belichick going to UNC and, like, getting blown out and not looking that good. And I mean, hey, yeah, maybe he might turn it around, but the narrative now is exactly. It's like Belichick is not, like, he did damage to his indestructibility reputation, and is still doing that. You were thinking, see, but I would say that your OG call, Andy Reid, is more along the lines of indestructible than Bill Belichick, it seems. At least in the conversation that we're having, in terms of the conversation we're having. You can overstay your welcome. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's like, yeah, reading the room, like, for everything there's a season. Just trying to think of other, like, indestructible coaches or executives. I mean, we got a pretty long list of players. I mean, we could even make, like, a top 10 list short or something like that at some point. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 12 people on the list. Jim Thome. I would say no. I mean, like, that's... I was not the biggest Jim Thome fan, Dan. Full disclosure. I mean, he's good, but Jim Thome. Yeah, it's like, I mean, more indestructible than Ryan Howard. Chase Utley was not indestructible. You know, he unfortunately had all the injuries. It's like availability, longevity, that contributes to the indestructible conversation. I'd say the most indestructible Philly over all those years would be Jimmy Rollins, would be my argument. I would say Jimmy Rollins. And look at him now, you know, analyst on MLB, for the MLB. My opinion, a Hall of Famer. Bold call, but I think Jimmy Rollins is a Hall of Famer. I don't even. That's again bold calls that are not even that bold. He's like the all-time Phillies hits leader. He has like more extra base hits than almost any other shortstop of all time. I think he's like second or something. I don't know, second or third. He's got a lot of extra base hits. Maybe not second, but he's up there. All right, I gotta figure out how to make my face not like small on screen. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks. What do you think? Something like. I think something like. I don't even know. You don't see people do this so much, but let's see if. And we'll throw a transition in here. Shaky inhale. Down. AFC edition. Despite losing. I like that. Guys, are we okay with this? Tough as nails or paper tiger. I mean, this little transition here. AFC edition. Despite losing in I mean, maybe I should be in the center. It's like, I kind of like being on. Maybe I'm like over here. Next to my logo. I think that makes more sense. Uh-oh. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to make another run at the Yeah. I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm gonna auto-tune this one. I know what Elena and Clarks will say on that. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to make another run at the Lombardi Trophy. Andy Reid and Pat. Maybe I should do some clippage, guys. Maybe that'll get the people watching. Yeah, not in longer ones like this. I do think there was definitely some like novelty to the whole sports highlights with auto-tune. But Dan, I think you're right. We gotta like be. This one is a little. I know we're making jokes in there, calling paper tigers, Trojan horses, and stuff. But you know, we're taking ourselves seriously, but not too. Seriously, but not too seriously. And like using auto-tune just like kind of like veers it into the joke category. The as Elena said, would say the parody category. Which we're not trying to be a parody. We're just trying to be who we are. I'm trying to be ourselves. So I appreciate all the comments, all the support. I think I need to start. I think what I'll do in between these streams here is I'll I'll gather a bunch of clippage and put this together. Because we want people to watch. I don't know if they're going to watch if it's just like... It's got to have some more movement to it. Like, I'm okay with this as the intro. But I'm thinking, especially if I put my face like small like that, talking... I kind of like that, though. Like, I'm talking into the former squad as the mic. I think that looks kind of cool. But since we're doing that, since we're doing that, I think we should be using clips and not pics. Which means it'll take us a little longer to make it, but it's all good. Needs move, Dan, you know it. Needs movement to keep interest. You know it. It's like people make these decisions instantaneously, you know? And when they see no movement, they're like, "Oh, I'm gone. Out of here." It's just interesting, like what we're, the time we're living in, where it's like everything is about grabbing attention. It seems. Not everything, but like in terms of media, it's all about grabbing attention. And that's why I kind of like what we're doing. Not kind of. Big text and fast. Yeah, let's go, Dan. Need big text, maybe faster movement on the text. And it's almost like we're playing the game. It's like, you got to play the game as the rules are made. Right? Like, you got to play the game. You got to play the game that's in front of you. And this is the game in front of us right now. It's like a war for attention out there. A war for attention amongst the... But like, here's like, they call all those big companies tech companies, like Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all the big tech, Nvidia, they're really, to me, they're just like advertising companies. That's what I see them as. Especially like Google, Voldemort. They're like more advertising companies based on getting your attention than... I mean, yes, they use technology to do it. But... So that's why I like what we're doing. Is we're playing the game that's in front of us, which is going after people's attention. But we're trying to do it like from a place where we care about the time that goes into making the product and the people's time who are watching the product. So thanks, and that's why I feel like we've got, we got a whole team behind us right now. So it's great. But I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of but I feel like I'm stopping and it's good. Like when I started this project, I was looking for, views would be the success. But now, like, it's totally not. The views are not the success. It's not about the views. Yeah, it's just not about the views anymore, which is good. Which is good. So we're just trying to value people's attention. We're trying to grab it because we think we have something to say. But at the same time, you guys get what I'm saying. I think you get it. I think we all get it here. Yeah, it's just interesting. It's like, to me, they're all advertising companies in the end. If that makes sense. Their value comes from your attention and your time. And that's the thing. People spend Let's go, Dan. Let's go. You know, it's like your time is so, like, forget your money. Your time is what's most valuable. Your time and attention are more valuable than money, in my opinion. So, I don't know, we're just trying to bring a movement that's more thoughtful. Like, yes, we're playing the game that's in front of us. This is the game that's in front of us right now. But we're just going to do it our way and go with that. And I really appreciate having you guys here. All right. I need bigger text, faster movement in these captions. That's for sure. They even have it. They even have it. No, not. I don't. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad. I think that looks pretty good. Do we like the yellow? I think yellow text is like kind of standard just because it's like back to the attention grabbing conversation. It's a little bit of attention grabber. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Put a shadow on there. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to make another run at the Lombardi Trophy. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have a... Just going to have to fix a couple of these typos. Okay, good call, Dan. Good call. I do like those are you're right to point that out. Those are usually the best video. Like those are I agree with the like the highlight. Yeah. I agree with that. I'll look for this one was better than the one I had, but I think you're right. We got to find one that like and I should favorite it. They even have it. Okay, this one might be. I like this one. It's like a purple. Tough as nails or paper tiger. It's just tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. It's just not fast enough. Maybe I'm not speaking fast enough. They even have it. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. This one highlights them, but it doesn't highlight every word, and it's kind of weird. They even have it. This one might. Let's hope this one's good. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad. Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to... How does that look, guys? I think this looks pretty good. With the purple highlight on the yellow text. It's not fat. It's like maybe I'll what I'll do is I'll separate the captions a little more, maybe, so they're a little shorter.
Tough as nails or paper.
And for some reason, that first
Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City.
it's almost there, but it's just not fast enough. Not fast enough moving. The captions aren't moving fast enough.
They even have a Mahomes have a unique connection that only gets better come playoff time.
I kind of like this one, guys. Call me crazy.
Tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that highlight / underline though.
They even have a tough as nails or paper tiger. Former squad NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo.
That one's okay. Yeah, they're a little slow. I know, Dan. Yeah, I am going to go out. I am going to go and cut between. I am going to go and cut like the. I'm going to cut all the little pauses I make so it's way more like. It is going to be edited like that, but.
They even have a shot at a first round of the AFC. Don't look now, but the Ravens are heating up and could be the Trojan horse of the conference. Tough as nails or
It's just,
tough as nails or paper tiger.
Jeez, that's that first one. It's gonna give me nightmares. That first one. That first bar is gonna give me nightmares, guys. Tough as nails or paper tiger. All right, we'll empty the clip here, guys. Probably be on for another like half hour or so, I'm thinking. We'll call it around 11:30 for our morning stream today. I'll be back on tonight at 7. We'll do a little 11 o'clock recap. Started out today recording this script that we wrote yesterday on stream. Started to make the video. I mean, believe it, like that's why I love going on stream, going live. Is it just like I wouldn't be anywhere near this far along on this video, not going on live without you guys here with me. So thank you so much for joining, for being here, for being a part of this. I'd be nowhere without you guys, literally. So thank you. I'm going to continue, like, for the rest of the, like, when we come back at 7, this video will be done. I know we've had some great conversations as well today. We were talking about what things that are indestructible moments, indestructible athletes. specifically because we're a sports-based channel. Came up with a good list. Like, I think we could go back to that list in the future. Thanks, Elena. I know. We talked about things that are indestructible, qualities that make people indestructible. Miracle on Ice. That is an indestructible moment. Like, they will. That is a good one. And honestly, it's our first indestructible moment. And I think part of indestructibility, we were talking about this before. Indestructibility. Don't know if indestructibility is a word. I don't know if indestructibility is a word or not. But yeah, part of indestructibleness is legacy and memory of that, almost like looking back on it. And that's why that Miracle on Ice not only is like the moment itself indestructible, it's just like that. No, like, I'm sorry, not only was that team indestructible, but like that moment. Yes, Dan, exactly. It's literally exactly a moment that can't be altered or made negative and emits the same emotions. No matter, that's exactly what I was thinking. And that's exactly why it's probably number one on the list for now. For now, it's on the Mount Rushmore of indestructible moments in sports, and it's our first one on the list, and it's totally one. And it goes back to the conversation about indestructibility being tied to legacy. So I think that's a great one. The Miracle on Ice. That is totally an indestructible moment. That's a good one. I think you're right. I just can't. I can't let. I think that is one, Dan. I'm trying to come up with one on my own. Like Willie Mays, The Catch, you know? But that's not on the same level as. Yeah. It is tough. It's harder. It's easier to come up with indestructible athletes than to come up with indestructible moments. That's why I think that Miracle on Ice example was so good. I do think Bush throwing out that first pitch fits a lot of that is a memory. But I would just say, like, I don't know. We won't get into that. I was just thinking the same thing, Dan. Like, I was literally going to ask you, like, what do they think about the Miracle on Ice in Russia, in the former Soviet Union? Like, what do they think about the Miracle on Ice there? Like, here to us, it's totally an indestructible memory. It's 100%, and I can't even think of an example that comes near it, honestly, at the moment. We'll see. Like Super Bowls have been great and all, but like none of them compare to the Miracle on Ice. Like, I know it's much smaller, but like part of what got me talking about this topic was like Yamamoto going out there and throwing the day after he started the game in Game 7. Like that, I mean, it's not going to be remembered to the tune of the Miracle on Ice, but it was an indestructible moment. You got to give the guy credit. All right, the clip is emptied here, guys. So thanks for all these great comments. Our list of We've got our indestructible athletes in sports. Excuse me, I should say. So far, I only have Miracle on Ice. I'll put Busch first pitch on there. Serena, yeah, Dan, that might have been before you came, dude. Elena suggested Serena Williams. I thought it was a pretty good one. I'm okay ruffling some feathers here. I thought Serena, talk about the things we've been talking about. Longevity, greatness. I guess I'm going to take her off the list. Great call, Dan. No, nothing to apologize for. I just thought about, some of those moments with her, like where she lost her temper. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave her on the list for my female viewers. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm trying to think. The shot heard around the world. Basketball, Jordan's last shot. Jordan's last shot is, and that's why he's in both of these. And I know it wasn't technically his last shot, but Jordan's last shot, that's an indestructible moment in sports. It's like he just grabbed his legacy and was like, "Yep, I'm gonna be that guy." In that moment, and you can't even there's no arguing. I mean, I bring on the Gen Zers, bring on the Gen Alpha talking about LeBron. He doesn't have any moment like that. I mean, I guess his block against Golden State. But, Kyrie was the one who hit the shot. So. And Jordan, stole the ball on the other end of the court before that. So, that's forgotten. Jordan was the one who forced the turnover on D right before hitting the shot. So, he just grabbed his leg. And that's part of it, I think, is, transcending your own. He transcended his own legacy in that moment. He basically created a legacy. He cemented a legacy? I don't know. I'll put that as an indestructible moment in sports. We got hockey. We got basketball. We got baseball. We need what's an indestructible moment in football history? That's what I'm trying to think. For football moments, what would be I mentioned Phillip Rivers playing on a torn ACL in the AFC Championship game, but it was an indestructible moment, but is it on this Mount Rushmore of indestructible moments? I don't know. I'll leave Martin Brodeur off of the indestructible athletes in sports for you, Dan. He's not going on the list. Don't worry.
Tough as nails or...
I just don't like how it...
Tough as nails.
Why does it go so slow?
Tough as nails or Paper Tiger.
It's just terribly timed for some reason.
Tough as nails or Paper Tiger. former squad, NFL midseason breakdown. AFC edition. Despite losing in Buffalo, Kansas City looks primed to make another run at the Lombardi Trophy. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes have a unique connection.
Jeez, guys, I'm a little frustrated with the options for the captions right here, but I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together.
They even have a shot at a first round.
Oh God. Oh God.
Though it hasn't always been pretty, the Eagles look ready to defend their title.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there together. That's a great one. That's a great one, Dan. That is totally the Immaculate Reception. I think it's... I mean, now that you mention it, that's probably like the only... Like, what else... The Patriots come back 20, when they were down 28-3. I think the Immaculate Reception is over that. So you're saying that Brodeur? All right, I'll still leave it off. We'll leave that controversy there, Dan. It's funny that you admitted because I don't know. I mean, like, I know Patrick Waugh was a great goalie, and I know Martin Brodeur was a great goalie, but I don't know. I wouldn't be the one to. I wouldn't consider myself a fair arbiter over who was more indestructible between the two of them. I would say you're a more fair arbiter of that. And if you say no, no, Dan, no, I know. I mean, hey, I know. Like, listen, we like covering T.O. whenever we get a chance. T.O. Like, we like guys like T.O. Though controversial, and like we were more doing that for T.O. yesterday than for Tony. The moment Drew Bledsoe got injured. Oh, that's funny. But no, I would say Immaculate Reception is definitely one of them. Like, maybe, like, I was thinking, I mean, hey, I'm biased for the Eagles Super Bowls, but I think the Immaculate Reception, it has its own name. It has its own, that's its own moment in sports history. There's a name for it. That's an indestructible moment. And it's got the adjective immaculate on there. Like, that's indestructible. Talk about indestructible. Something that's immaculate. So, we've had that great conversation today as well. Believe it or not, we got pretty far in making this video. It's going to look a whole lot better. It'll be ready to post. When we come back later today, guys, I'll play it a couple times. Excuse me, and then we'll hit post. So we'll post that today. Tonight, who knows? Maybe we'll continue the conversation we had this morning. What up, D? Welcome in, bro. That is a completely... Well, welcome. Better late than never, D. But Dan, great. That is the beyond... I mean, that's beyond indestructible. What is beyond indestructible, dude? I mean, that is... That might be number one. Because of the impact. Like, Miracle on Ice might be a... Damn, that's a great one, man. I think that it might be number one if we're talking about well, we'll just make this... We can make that a Mount Rushmore one. like top 4 indestructible moments. Yeah, I think it's number 1 just because of its impact. You know, that impact can never be understated. And it's totally on. I mean, it's yeah, that the impact of that is huge. It was like 1948, something like that. Yeah, I think that's number 1 in terms of indestructible moments. I don't even think it's like it's almost like a conversation ender. It's like a converse. It's like that's number 1 in today, like in today's world. Sports are still, you know, like you can't even imagine if that moment didn't, like, it's a part of sports lore. It is perfect timing, Dan, ironically, because we're going to be off here. No, Dan, perfect timing to drop a conversation ender. What up, Raul? Good morning, man. Dan, I said we are going to end this stream at around 11:30, guys. Perfect time to drop a conversation ender, Dan. Like just impeccable timing, dude. Like, it's just like, in terms of indestructible, it's like, because one, you like, what do you gotta, like, what you gotta, like, what he went through, like, what that represented. He was the first, like, considering, plus you got all the history, like, not just sports, like, American history, you know? American history. That transcends sports. Like the Miracle on Ice, it's like the Miracle on Ice, does it transcend sports? It's like, I think it does. It does. Yeah, stream's about to end, Raul. We'll be back on tonight at 7. We're going to end here around 11:30. Dan just dropped a great conversation in here. We're talking about Jackie. We started today talking about indestructibility. So we'll be back on at 7, guys. Thanks for joining today. It's been great. We've been having this great conversation about indestructible athletes in sports. We came up a list so far with Mary. That's in about 8 hours, D. It's in about 8 hours. Yeah, we're doing like a 2-a-day streams here, building reps. But guys, it's well, D, dude, we love having you here. I'm live, so I went live about 2 hours ago. Nice little midnight stream. I went live about 2 hours ago here, so we're gonna be calling this stream for now, and then we're gonna come back later today. Thanks for joining, guys. Hope everybody's having a great day so far, wherever you are. We were talking about indestructibility today. Came up with a list of athletes who we consider indestructible. We got Mary Lou Retton, Shaq, Andy Reid, Djokovic. I'm going to take Serena off there. Michael Jordan, Kobe, Cal Ripken, Lou Gehrig, Jaromir Jagr, Patrick Waugh, Tom Brady. And then indestructible moments in sports are like moments that, like, they're indestructible. They're legacy moments. They transcend just the moment and have entered into our collective consciousness. And number 1 on that list, dropped by Dan, is Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier. That is just by far the definition of it. It defines all the traits that we talked about for being indestructible, like consistency, like the amount of hate, and like blocking out the noise we talked about, blocking out the noise around you and staying dedicated. That's what Jackie Robinson did. Yeah, see, For us, that moment is indestructible. I would say that's. I would say for us that's indestructible. Mia Hamm, I don't know. I think the miracle on ice and Jordan's last shot. Also, I think the miracle on ice. No. Derek Jeter more than Nomar. I'd say Derek Jeter. He could be on the list. Maybe. Or like guys they tried to cancel but couldn't. I know. No. Fix it. No. Autocorrect, dude. I think Jordan's last shot and the immaculate reception are kind of in the same boat. Like those are sports plays that are indestructible. But like the miracle on ice, that was like a whole achievement. That almost goes beyond it. So I think the miracle on ice is like that second on our list of indestructible moments in sports. Number one being Jackie Robinson. That's got to be number one with the impact that had in America, in sports, culture. I think it defines indestructibility. So thanks for joining today, guys. It's been a great stream. Love having you guys here. Love being a part of this. I'll be back on in later today, 7 o'clock. We'll be posting our NFL mid-season update, breakdown, and, continuing the conversation. See what else there is to talk about in sports. Now that baseball's over, we'll transition into covering more basketball and hockey, but those are still kind of like early season. So we'll get more into that. We're going to stay a lot. We're going to keep covering American football, NFL, a whole bunch, I think. It's the number one sport in the country. I have a connection to it. Followed it my whole life. So we'll keep doing what we're doing, guys. We'll keep staying consistent, staying dedicated. Thank you guys for being here. And I'll be back on later. We'll be on at 7. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace.